Alright guys, I'm back. I feel like I have the wrong one second you guys. I have the wrong title, I bet. Okay, one second here. Alright guys. Okay, I always have that happen. Anyway, so every time that happens, I'm just clicking on my own live stream here so that I could see the chat and whatnot. So there you go. So this is not GameStop. So this is Sofi. So Sofi has been, kind of running along what Jimmy has been doing lately. Now, I'm not saying that, it's always happened that way, but it seems like it is kind of like that way. But let me tell you what I mean by that. So, as you can see here, this is an expected earnings for Sofi. So, I'm sure, because of the exuberance, the enthusiastic nature of, earnings coming up in a positive way, things like this will run. But my curiosity is that, this type of thing, this is 26 million shares being traded today. Okay. Hey, what's up? I was watching you this morning. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you. Yeah. Dynamite, is that how you say it? Am I saying it right? Dynamite _41. Yeah, you have a great content there. But yeah, I'm just like thinking about this Sofi run up thing, right? And I kind of mentioned it on your live stream this morning because I've kind of noticed it kind of recently within this couple weeks, right? Ever since like even GameStop earnings report after that, like to the December 6th, I think, right? Ever since then, they've been pumping Sofi. I mean, if you could like look at the time frame here too. So my thought process is that it's going to be kind of like, oh look, it's another meme stock. This is the best buy for Sofi. Now I've kind of talked about it a little bit more extensively because to me this is the worst time to buy into a bank stock, right? Because of the economy and all that stuff. And now, of course, the reason why they were as exuberant about Sofi, the student loan back, right? And they were relying on the student loan for, before the corona happened. And then when corona happened, that's why most of their revenue went down. But my point about that is that, student loan, like student has been struggling, right? People might not be able to pay it back. And then the fact that they're bringing up like buy now, pay later and all that stuff too. My concern about that is that, well, the reason why they use that and the items that they're using to pay, to use those services on, buy now, pay later, are groceries, right? Number one. Number two, toys. Well, it's a holiday. It makes sense. Number three was cosmetic. So those are, as a woman myself, I kind of know, like I don't use cosmetic that much, but my friends always have, lipsticks and, all of the foundations and all that stuff. Those are essential for women, right? And so if that is the case, essentials, obviously groceries, very essential for the, your, like even more essential than cosmetic for women. But, those are items that needs to be bought. And so if they need the money, the service buy now, pay later, that means a very terrible thing for the economy, right? And so bank stock is not going to be the thing to stay when that happened, when the S hit the fan, so to speak. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on one second. I don't know what happened there. Thank you so much for letting me know. Miko? Hi, robotic sounding. Is this better? My goodness. I've been babbling all that time and to the moon. Yes, not so fast, not so fast. I mean, I need to accumulate more, so don't say stuff like that. My heart breaks if that's the case. No, of course it would be, amazing to see that. Hold on, I don't know what's going on with my microphone. Okay, 1 second. Okay, is this better? That's better. Okay, good. Maybe you were too close to the mic. I don't know. Okay, hopefully this is better. I think my earphone is not doing well either. Hold on, let me see if I could do this. Sorry, you guys. Cool. I feel like I need to move something around. Okay, I think I'm hearing it better. Yes, so let me know if you could hear it better now. Appreciate you let me know that, Migo. Am I saying your name right? But yeah, I appreciate all of you stopping by. Nothing new here. You if you watch my video, I'm ranting about the same thing. But I think it's important to kind of reiterate certain things, because sometimes, it takes some people many a time to get the gist of what I say, so to speak. Hey Lynn, what's up? Hello. Appreciate you stopping by. How's the price action today? I feel like we're kind of long overdue, no? It's kind of a breath of fresh air, so to speak. I feel like to see green, the whole week. But it's kind of choppy, very choppy, and it seems like it doesn't want to go, right? Now, I know, one of those things where I think it's market maker. Like, this price movement makes no sense. Like, there's no way that this is natural stock price movement, right? But if you look at the volume, it's like zero, so to speak, but we are able to do 5% today, and it was just like grinding. It's almost like it doesn't want to go up type thing. And every time we have like some sort of momentum, if you look at the 5 minutes even, it's, but again, like every single dip, it's being bought, it seems. See, like all this candle, like it's all green bar from here. So yeah, I mean, it's exciting, but I'm kind of bittersweet too, because I didn't have the massive amount of money to accumulate, at a very low. But I mean, I nibble at it a little bit at a time, thought it was going to take, I know that's what I thought too, honestly. I thought it was going to be flat, but I'm not complaining. I mean, I like to see the nice price action. And of course, I'm not gonna lie, I bought some call option for a year out of date. So I thought, so my strike price right now, for those of you who doesn't watch me often, so I have a long term, I have buckets of my, investment. So I like to have something that I could trade, like in and out. Of course, like sometime I would buy certain amount of Gamestop, but that's just a small amount there. But I trade other stuff too, not just Gamestop. But there are times when I use some of those immediate fund to buy call option, and with this price movement, I feel like I was kind of buy some call at the 20, but a year from now though. So I did spend some time, some dough to get that call option, but only one. It's not that much. But that's one. And then I also have my long-term Roth IRA one too that I don't touch. Again, I have 10,000 years to cash that out. So no, I'm just kidding. I have quite a bit of time before I would touch that long-term one. But the short-term trading account, I only have it just so I don't get bored, at work. And it's kind of fun to kind of play around with the call option for the long-dated one, though, because the short-dated one, you could get decimated pretty quickly, in my opinion. Not a financial advice here, but I find that, man, like I should have pulled the trigger over here, because I was like kind of getting cold feet. I would have had more call option here, long dated, again, a year ahead of time, on like the $12, like in the money call option, $12 one. I know it would be expensive, but at least it's kind of like a safe bet, quote unquote, right? But again, I was cold feet about it, and I was kind of like tracking it, even though I know the long term investing thing. I mean, if you're long term, you buy shares and not call option, you wouldn't care about that. But for option trader, you have to be careful on these type of moves, and if you're wrong about the direction, you could blew up your account so quickly. I learned it the hard way, but I only I'm risk averse in that sense, that I don't use as much in my account to do call option. I hardly do, but if I do, it would be a year out from here. Hey Jay, what's up? Thank you for for joining. Appreciate you. I have a big payload ready to buy it. Okay, $10. When is it gonna drop down to 10, Migo? I mean, don't scare me. I might be like selling my car, selling everything. No, I'm kidding. Do not do that. I'm just kidding, you guys. Okay, it never happened. I know. Like, again, this stuff. Again, here's the thing. Here's the caveat of this. Okay, again, I'm always preparing for the worst, you guys, and this is just how I operate. Because you know how like they said a recession is coming and the SPY's gonna drop 20% and all that stuff. I'm still preparing for that, honestly. And to me, again, this is why I have this price level here, in order to prepare for that. And it could still happen, Maybe this is the last time that they want to bring it down or up to here and then just drop it straight up to scare even more people, right? And again, like, this is why the long-term investment process or prospect of this company, it's so important, because the price action has nothing to do with the company at large, right? So you have to separate the two. And I always like try to kind of give people a heads up on that too, is because, again, even if the price coming down to $4, the company's doing well, so it's a no-brainer at that price point, right? But if everybody is panicking, right, recession, SPY drop 20%, it's going to be just sell. And that's your opportunity right there. If you've been following this company for a long time, you know about the stock market, that when it's dropping down so dramatically, what end up happen? Again, the company is doing well, so what's the holdup, right? So I always bring this up, where at Bitcoin, remember when Bitcoin was falling down into like $3,000 a coin back in Corona time, right? I guess it depends on which chart you use. Hold on, let me see. Could show you. just in case you didn't follow what Bitcoin was doing. And that's what I learned too. Like, I've got my training in crypto. That's why I'm not like too antsy about, okay, if it dropped 20%, it's going to be like terrifying for people, right? And so I guess that's a good thing, but it's always it's also could be a bad thing too if you invest in the wrong company, for example, right? You thought that 20% drop is nothing, but it could be an indication of some downfall here. Okay, sorry, I'm babbling here. But here's the price point that I was referring to right here. Let's see. I'm sure if you follow Bitcoin, you know what I'm talking about. Right here. So, at that time, if you were to zoom in, people were panicking left and right. They're just sell. Like, no, there's no tomorrow, right? And if you were on that day and you invest in Bitcoin at $9,000, right? And it dropped in one day 50%, right? No, actually 40%. So immediately, let's say you have $1,000 in there. Immediately, your $1,000 turn into $600. So you lost $400. Imagine if you were to sell out of that, you lost $400, right? But what immediately happened? Because inevitably people are gonna be like, hey, I've been following Bitcoin. I know what Bitcoin is. It's more valuable than $3,000. Are you kidding me? Of course. So people are gonna start buying up, right? Only people who either are, don't know the value of Bitcoin, thinking that they are going to buy it at a lower price, right? Thinking that it's going to go to $1,000, right? Thinking that, the end of the world is happening, right? And so when panic ensued, this is what happened. And again, my point is, be ready to scoop it up at a very low price, and don't panic. Don't panic. Again, Bitcoin network has never died. You will get Bitcoin in some way, but again, that only happens if you are following it for a long time. My story on that is that I got in somewhere here and then sell like for a very low profit, and I thought I made it, right? And then I had some, like, maybe, I don't know, it's like at the time it was like less than $1 worth of Bitcoin, and I forgot about it. And then I saw it here. I was like, shoot, so my $1 that I thought I had $1 of Bitcoin back here turned into $27 at this price point. That's how I began to kind of pay attention to it more. And then, kind of trade a little bit here and there, thought I made it, kind of forgot about it. And then Corona happened. This is when I start to find out, pay more attention to it more, right? I wish I had paid attention to it at this time right here, right? Because I missed it. Life happens, right? You just keep on with other thing in your life, and there you go. You just forgot about the most important thing, or it should be the most important thing. But then I got lucky. Because I was prepared for this right here, because I learn about the chart, learn about the the halvening cycle and all that stuff. So that's that. And this is when I got a chance to at least profit from this trade right here. Right now, I don't have hardly any Bitcoin because I think it's a bit overhyped at the moment. Not to say I don't believe in the value of Bitcoin. I just think that it's I think too big at the moment to move the price 10x from here or 1000x from here, right? Other crypto could do that same thing. All right, so okay, that's that. All right. And then let's go back to GME. Nobody cared about Bitcoin anyway. But let's go back to GME, obviously. So my point in that is that, just be prepared for the worst and hope for the best, right? Now, GME could go up to $1,000 tomorrow. Who knows, right? The thing that happened here, nobody expected that to happen. So there you go, like every single day, it just boom, boom, just jumpy like crazy, right? So that thing could happen again, just every single 4 hours. So this is every 4-minute candle. Let me see, let's do a daily, so it might be a bit better. Right here. So this is a daily candle. I mean, yeah, it just goes nutty, right? Yeah, again, I think what will happen tomorrow? I don't know. It seems like there might be a pullback coming, but my level that I'm looking at is around here, right there, $20. That seems to be the level that it's been interacting with that price many a time. So you could say that this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, right? So, and before that, I wonder if there's any 20. No, that was the all-time high. So currently, of course, it's trading at $18.37. So my next level is 20. Might be the big resistance there. If we broke through that, I think 27. I mean, or how about this? 24. Right, because like this is like a support, so that could be the resistance there. So again, be in a lookout for that. I can't guarantee that it's going to do that, but look, I mean, low volume, high volume candle, or green candle, that's indicative of something big happening. Okay. What's like RSI? Is that the relative strength index? So RSI is right now on the daily. Yeah, it still has room to run, you guys, it seems like. So the bottom right here, diversion, right? Because of the low price but high RSI, trending up. So that's indicative of the bullish momentum, right? And it seems like there's a bit bullish momentum here too. So yeah, I'm not a very good technical person here, but yeah, I mean, hey, if you're here, you're just here for a person that just not knowing what she's saying. No, I said anything just below 12 would be bottom by shorts. But all this current price level are still great deals and severely undervalued. In 2+ is that what 2+ year, everyone will be dreaming for yeah, that dreaming for this one, right? I know, like, right, like people have this psychology, like of course it's human psychology, right? And I think I do that too, and that's why I was like showing you the Bitcoin here, right? I'm sure everybody was like, I even dream about like, oh shit, I should have like hold my Bitcoin back then. Like, don't ever sell it. And it's just human psychology. When you see that type of money in your account, you would want it. You would want it. hundreds of thousands of dollars. To me, that's a lot for my pay, what I get paid right now. So it's a lot. And so when you see that in one portfolio, you get antsy and you thought, hey, this is it. But again, the dream is, for me, is to have, that's why I have developed this strategy where I have long-term hold that I can't even touch if I want to. That's in my Roth IRA. So that's my long-term portfolio there. And then I have my short-term one. So at least if Jimmy going to that price point that, like you said, Jay, like $200, right? I would at least have some way of saying, okay, at least I cash out a little bit to enjoy my life at the moment, right? But in the meantime, I have my other bag as well. I call it my moon bag. And that is my Roth, right? And so that's what I'm hoping. That's why I'm not like getting as antsy as I used to be when I was in Bitcoin. So, and that's what I strongly suggest for people to do too, because I think it's one of those things where you have to learn about yourself and how you would deal with this type of run if it do happen tomorrow or within a couple weeks here. It's like, what are you okay with? That type of thing. GameStop will never see close to 10 ever again. Migo, just enjoy this. Just enjoy this and know what we hold is extremely valuable. The newcoming Jamaica Enterprise Holding Inc. will be the next blue chip company. What? I mean, okay, is that a dream though? I feel like, is that a dream though? I mean, how quickly is this Jamaica's gonna come about, Jay? I don't know, like, okay. What are we gonna, okay, hold on. Okay, hold that thought. Let me show you something here, Jay. I don't know if you've seen this one. What is this? Candy con? Okay, I could tell you my speculation here. Is there gonna be like a convention somewhere that we're gonna be promoting? Like a gaming convention maybe? Am I wrong like about that? So is this gonna be part of Jamaica? But I don't know, is this real though? Like, again, like when I see stuff like this post on Superstonk, I question it, so can you chime in? Anyone know what I'm talking about? So this one just posed 5 hours ago, but I don't know who retweeted this person right here. So 6 hours ago when they retweeted it. And apparently GameStop has applied for a trademark. Is this a trademark thing? Yes, a trademark. And of this phrase right here. CandyCon. So I the only speculation is that we're gonna have some sort of convention. I don't know, and it's gonna be called CandyCon. So, yeah. So, let me know what you think about that one. Food for thoughts. But anyway, so back to Jimmy. Yes, I think like the company is doing well. So the price point that it is today, people would like you to believe that it's overvalued, obviously, right? To me, I mean, just the book value alone, of course, it's still at $4 a share. However, the business, the leadership, the direction that we're going to go into, it's priceless at this moment in time, right? Because we can't price anything in the future yet. So it's kind of like too early for anyone to evaluate this company in this way. Just strap in and enjoy the ride. So many possibility and things coming. Yeah, I know, like, but of course, like this type of thing kind of leave us kind of like on the edge of our seat. And I'm not worried about the future of GME whatsoever. What I'm worried about is the price action that it might kill somebody sometime. Kill somebody. It might. Okay, let me back up a little bit here. We don't want to use that type of terminology in my live stream. No, what I mean is that let's say it's just like people who jump in here. Jump in here. This is what scares me. Is that when people are investing in this company and they just jump in, because I have talked to a lot of people in my workspace, right, to try to get people to invest or at least look into this company. And it doesn't have to be GameStop, honestly, because I think investing is the future. It's good for your future, right? Like your retirement, and it's very important to get into the stock market, right? And I always talk to them about GameStop and all that stuff. And I always, worry that if I tell them to buy it now and they would buy it at the top here, thinking, they're going to make money, and then it immediately drop a week after, they would be selling it, right? Because again, number one, the inexperience of them being in a stock market, number one, right? Inexperience. Because they're panicking, if they lose $40 in a stock, they're not prepared for that type of thing. So that's what I'm worried about here. It's the price action for people who are, I guess, easily convinced to buy into it and not really understand the value of the company itself. And even if they do, let's say I'm successful at convincing them, the price action could scare them out of this company. Imagine if they put it here, buy it here, at $100, and then a month later, it drops down to $8, right? They would think that I'm a fraud or something. So... But I'm always careful though, like anytime I tell people, look, if you buy this stock, just strap on, because you might not ever forget about this company in 10 years. Now, if you're lucky enough to hold on to this company, you might remember me, as a legend or something, right? That's what I tell them. And, whether they believe it in it or not, I do worry about that part of it. Look at the bottom of player intro site to find your coming answer there. Oh, player? Okay, hold on. Is that platform still coming in somewhere? Why is it like that? Sorry, you guys. What the hell? Here we go. Which one? Policy? Term and condition? What are we talking about, Jay? Look at the bottom of player intro site to see your coming answer there. Waitlist. Read the middle. What middle? Like click here? By click here? You are confirming that you are reading the consents and agreement too. GME Entertainment? Read by click. GME Entertainment? Whoa. So are you saying, am I right in speculating that it's going to be a convention somewhere? It's like Comic Con, like Comic Con, Candy Con. We will be at the top of the big umbrella. What? Do you think that is 10 years from now or 20 years from now, Jay? I feel like this plan here might take some time. Big Brother Corp. So it's in the umbrella of entertainment, gaming, and all of that. Oh yeah, I mean, I believe that, It's like, I think I listened to Moran's kind of a lot, and one of the things he was saying is that, you could technically have a platform that's streamed just like Twitch, right? For gamers. And my envision is that like having a convention where gamer comes together and they just compete and then you just sell tickets on an NFT marketplace and you mint those tickets and all that stuff. So that's my vision, moving forward. 2 to 5 years? That's quick? I don't know. Jay, I feel like that's too soon to build this massive amount of empire. I feel like more like 10 years. What do you think? RC and the board will with secret major supporter behind all this are not messing around and they are serious. I mean, I'm not saying that Ryan Cohen is not serious, because that's why I invest in Gamestop in the first place, because of me listening to his interview way back. It was during Chewy time. So the man screamed to me, he's very serious, right? And straight to the point, obviously, under promise but over deliver all the time. And that's the type of people that I like, because again, he's there to work for himself and hopefully for all the shareholders too. They must, or it may be too late. Oh, they must capitalize soon. So you mean that if it's under 2 years, GameStop might not be as big as it is? Is that what you're trying to say? Or somebody else might snatch all those ideas? I don't know, like all of these speculations and stuff. I mean, I have to say it's speculating. Of course, like Jay, you probably know about GameStop much more than me, with the amount of money that you've been investing in and, all that stuff. But I think, as I guess I would consider myself under the kind of the dark a little bit, but I kind of like that, right? Because like Ryan Cohen is like a wild card to me, in my opinion, and he's not playing around, obviously. And so I'm sure whatever he have up his sleeve will work just fine, right? I just have incredible amount of trust in terms of like how he runs this company, and I think he's gonna do amazing, no matter what. So And I think that's why the media just kind of attacking him, like, personally, that somehow he's like failure and all that stuff. So that's a telltale sign too. Please don't buy Amazon. Wait, is a dying book company. Yeah, the same narrative. And honestly, like, even Amazon, I don't know if Jeff Bezos really imagined himself to be that big anyway. Or I mean, imagine that his company is going to be that big. I think, I see somewhat what Ryan Cohen personality versus Jeff Bezos personality. It's just like, keep your head down and work, and then just ignore all the noises, right? So I kind of see some similarity in that as well. The same way with Elon Musk back before Tesla was big, right? Right now, Elon Musk is just being Elon Musk. Like, he's already made it, I feel like, right? And he could just say anything he wants. He could do anything he wants. But I think Ryan Cohen is to me, more humble individual than most billionaire out there. Yes, I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, with the G-America thing, I totally am on board with that, but I just don't know how it would look like, I've heard the terms before, G-America. It just seems a bit kind of unclear to me how that would work out. But if it's a conglomerate of holding companies that encompass, companies that somehow, I don't know. Well, we are a holding company anyway right now, right? And so any entertainment, GME Entertainment, right, as you say here, GME Entertainment LLC, right? So I could see that. GME Entertainment in the gaming industry in general. Maybe having some sort of gaming convention called Candy Con. Why candy though? Why? I don't know. I'm just dreaming at this moment. I'm speechless. But thank you for your input though, Jay. I appreciate you. Trading on fun alongside thinking. Think TikTok. Yes. Okay, so let me get back to my show here. Thank you again, Jay, for that input. But yeah, I mean, like, not much here. I was just gonna be here briefly, honestly, just to tell you the price action and all that stuff. My thought about Bitcoin, obviously I have my level that I'm looking at. I've shown you this before. I thought around $50,000 there, somebody's gonna try to kind of trap people in and then kind of consolidate again. To me, this cycle here, it's kind of like set in stone, quote unquote, because of the halvening cycle, right? It's pretty mathematical at this point. But again, it could look a little bit different than this. So if history repeats, right, my thought is it will drop down to 30 or even right here, and then it's going to continue to go up. But as far as that price target that the news media is telling you now, it's like 100,000. It's not going to happen until next year, I think. Next 2 years. Right. Hold on, let me see. So that's 550 days before you see the peak of that. So from the top, wherever the top is, it's gonna be 500 days after that. Again, it's not set in stone, but to me, you know, it's kind of like it's based on math, right? So around 2026, in my humble opinion. And then that's when you reach that all-time high again, and then after the race, right? So, hey Lionel, what's up? Appreciate you coming in. Just enjoy the ride. What you don't like, candy. No, it's not that I don't like candy. I just feel like, why candy? Why not gaming convention or something if it's gonna be a convention? But it's kind of catchy. I like that. I like Candy Con. Yeah. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, why candy? Is a sweet deal coming? I don't know. Type thing. Speculation here. But anyway, okay. So that was the price of Bitcoin. I think, that's just some level I'm looking at. What I've noticed too, like, how when the media is telling you to buy into it, I'm sure of it, they're gonna plan to drop it immediately at some point, right? I'm sure they have accumulating it, and you've heard of Wyckoff distribution and all that stuff. Like, institutions do this all the time when they want to trap in, day traders or trader in general to, deliver their profit, to maximize their profit as much as they can, so that, traders left losing money, while people who are patient, who's been accumulating, not trading, and hold it for long term, will be the one that wins in the end. I mean, who said? I think it's Warren Buffett. He's the one who said the stock market is a great tool to take money from the impatient to the hands of the patient, something like that. I'm sure if you've heard it, it would be a little bit different, but it's a paraphrasing. It's like, if you're patient enough, you're gonna be benefiting it from the asset appreciation, right? But before that, you have to make sure that you invest in the right company, right? So, all right. Okay, what else do I have? I don't have anything. Well, so since Lionel is here, I want to show you the number that I saw here. So I don't know if you are able to see that, but this company here, hold on. So LAC. So I don't know, Lionel, can you? This might not pertain to most of you here. I'm sorry, but this is a Lithium America Corp, and Lionel was bringing this company into my attention. But I just think that, in my opinion, this is not. Again, I don't know anything about the company, but right off the bat, I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, there's not even an income statement here, meaning there's no revenue yet, right? And so the first ever what is this balance sheet, doesn't even, it's not that long ago, 2020, right? So 3 years ago, this company was in existence and already, it's been losing. Right here, operating income, it's very high, operating expenses, negative cash flow, right? And so, no, and this is kind of confirmed my own conviction too, that anytime when you hear the news and just some one-off mentions like, oh, this company is going to be great and right, it's going to be the largest deposit lithium miner in the world, they do that for a reason, right? They want you to get into it early, and so you have to, like, technically you have to wait for like 5-6 years in order to appreciate that money right away, right? But if you look at, I haven't looked at this far yet, but they have pretty good shareholder equity here, so seems promising. But to me, by the time you this is a long-term investment if you want to believe in that. But lithium, I don't know, is it overblown already? Because EV, I know it's kind of popular now, but still have its own problem, right? What if I told you that almost everything has now become a hedge to GME? Eventually, when GME does what it inevitably intended to do, then all else will be sold off to eventually close it. Do you think they would allow it to happen though? I mean, I hate to say it, like if they could remove the buy button, theoretically they could do that again. Maybe they've been closing like slowly, one share at a time, and 1,000 second 1,000 transaction per second type thing, right? I don't know, Jay. I know like everything is hedged because that's why, but I don't understand, that mechanism as well to speak about it. I know that if you use something as a collateral, right, and that collateral went down in value in some way, whatever you borrow that money to do, you have to pay it back. And if the asset used as a collateral is so low to the point where they have to sell it in order for you lose the security, but the people that lend you that money will have money back, so to speak, because they have to sell your security for that. Is that what you're referring to? Temporarily, yes, and blame GME. I blame gamers forever, or Gamestop forever, or blame Gamestop forever. Yeah, I'm sure people who invest in the company as well, they're probably like demonizing us because they're just because of these kids. Look at them. They want the demise of the whole financial system. Like, all we want is just investing in the company that we believe in. But I'm sure the media will use that against us. Kenny already does that many times. Yeah, I saw that one where he was like, teacher pension fund is there. What is that? Why are you, it's like something about the it's not Gabe's money. It's a teacher pension fund's money. Stuff like that. It's like as if, man. It's really tough because, like, if you're not well versed in what's going on in the financial sector, It's hard to explain to people how you're being manipulated, right? If you're not familiar with that. And the things that I thought about the most is, how can I explain to the simple people, simple person, about this and not make it sound like a conspiracy theory? But you can't. Like, how can you not? How can you do it without sound like you are a conspiracy theorist, right? And that term is being used all the time. It's like the fact that Kenny G here can just use the media to to spin whatever web of lies that he's able to have those platform to do so. And somehow people just take it as a face value. Even JP Diamond too, like, those type of CEO who was there to, kind of like, and then also too, they have, the politician in their back pocket. And so it's tough to say if they would let GME kind of price discovery, the natural way. I'm sure they'll intervene in some way. Yeah. Just my opinion. Again, like, you never know what's gonna happen. Or you might have Nancy Pelosi buying into GameStop at some point, right? That would be awesome, right? Did you guys hear about how she was buying like $1 million worth of call option on Nvidia? That's breaks my heart. But man, this woman, I don't know how she's not in any kind of trouble already. But anyway, I'm sorry. So Lionel, if you see this here, I don't know. I mean, if you want to invest in that long term, you can. But I think you have a long way. This company has a long way to go, in my opinion. But they do have cash, here. Seems like they have, shareholder equity here. So that's good. Liability, not that much. But still, though, again, it's a mining company. So I need more data in my, but what I'm saying is that I need more data to go off of. Of course, the analysts out there want you to buy 2 of them. So, okay, who are they? JP Morgan, of course. Okay, I bet you anything they probably own the bonds or the company, most of it. I don't even know. Scotty a bank. Scotty a bank, I don't know, never heard of that. Of course, it's a buy. All of this, it's like 1 star, half a star. Who is this guy? Gross, I don't know. To channel Moran's here. Yeah, all of these analysts, I don't know. I wouldn't touch it yet. So I would just put a pin on it. Yeah, so today I'm gonna end it here, and then thank you so much for joining. But just to show you here that they're still shorting it, even though at non-existent volume here. 3.3 million shares being traded back and forth, and close to 50% of that is being shorted. Off exchange 41%, but exempt is 1% of that, so around, I don't know, like 30,000 shares are short exempt. That means like they could short exempt, mean like they could short it and have it be naked, quote unquote, right? Have it be on the supply first, like just create it out of thin air type thing. Temporarily though, of course they have their rec show and all that BS. It's just a way of like creating shares that doesn't exist, and they've been doing it, and tens of thousands. Less so. I'm not saying it's like more than I'm used to. I mean, seeing 40% and not 70% is kind of a breath of fresh air, right? I think that's why the stock has been kind of moving up in price, because again, they didn't short it as much. But still, I mean, close to half of the volume is being shorted. And that's only what's being reported, you see? So, man, I mean, again, short never closed, right? I think I just saw what Moran's was posting. Let's see, what did he post? Am I spelling Moran's name wrong? What the hell? What kind of fan am I? What the? I promise you guys, I'm okay, Oh my goodness. I think I need water. That's why I need water. Yeah. Wait a minute. Did they block him again? Okay, here we go. Yes, so this is what I want to show. Okay. And I'll end on this. Again, appreciate all of you for joining. So, for those of you who doesn't know what this is, so the day to cover, it just means that, for all of the shares that is being shorted to be covered, it's hovering around 6 days or so here. But that's curious to me because, again, the volume is not that much, right? But again, that's based on the volume. All of this, like day to cover, when it spiked like this, it means that hardly any shares being traded back and forth that day, right? So the more volume, the less day that they have to cover. But if you look at the amount of shares being shorted, none. Like it's spiking up still, like slowly inching up again. So that's why, Moran's was tweeting like short never covered or never closed. They just added to their grave, right? Ever since. So the short interest is probably well above 22% now, right? Again, it's what's being reported. So there you go. That's all I have. It's an average volume because it went higher. Oh, okay. I see. Hello. Hard to say your name. They know retail is winning. I might butcher your name. Leroy. Thank you for joining. Okay, so still over 63 million shares reported short. Okay, 63 million. Ridiculous. Okay. The question is, what's the minimum damage price of GME? Will the government allow per shares? Yeah, I mean, that's just arbitrary, right? I mean, to me, I guess technically they could force anything. Knock on wood that it doesn't happen. That I wish they let it just be whatever price it is, right? Free market, right? I don't know who's running the world, but I'm growing frustrating every time. Okay, and then, but yes, the main short have never actually closed. It's about 24%. Okay. Reported not real. It's fake. True. Thanks, be more. Until next time. Okay, Lionel, thank you. Appreciate you joining in. Yes. Oh, man. Again, I'd like to thank everybody. Jay, for your input and everything. Leroy, I think you're new. Appreciate you joining in. Yeah, and then Dynamite underscore 41. I don't know if you're still around. Thank you for that. Migo, thank you so much for the microphone thing. Hopefully, I sound better. Appreciate that. And then Lint, obviously, thank you so much. Yeah, we'll see how tomorrow holds, and I'm sure it's gonna be a good price action again. Yeah, just be careful buying call options and all those BS, right? The gamma ram. Again, my thought process is they could, if they could manipulate the price, they could manipulate the call option chain as well. So my thought process as well is like they could always close at the loss, right? Those max pain or whatever doesn't have to be exact. If they think that the price is gonna go move higher, I don't think they're gonna make it as easy for the price to move up. But yeah, but they do need to hedge, right, as a market maker. And so, but before that, I bet you anything they probably load up on call option themselves as well. So, all right, guys, that's all. All right.